Welcome back to Hashtag That. I'm Katie Volukovic.
And I'm Rachel McKenna. From Bob Marley, One Love to American Idol, we're back with the latest entertainment news updates.
All that and more from Hamden to Hollywood. We're your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
From Hamden to Hollywood,
we are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
Outer Banks star Austin North was arrested on February 15th for attacking ER hospital staff and was booked with gross misdemeanor battery. North allegedly was throwing fists and shoving a couple of nurses and a phlebotomist at the UMC hospital in Las Vegas. Since then, North has commented on his social media, quote, "I am deeply upset by the events that took place in Las Vegas this past week. My friend drove me to the hospital because I thought I was having a heart attack. Several tests were taken, including blood, which came back negative for any drugs or alcohol in my system," end quote. He also mentioned that he has very little memory of the events and that he has been battling anxiety on and off for years. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department have not commented on the issue yet. With Outer Banks Season 4 under production, it is unclear if North will reprise his role as Topper Thornton.
The trial of Rust armorer Hannah Gutierrez is set to take place next week. A last-minute bid to throw out the case was rejected by a Santa Fe judge this past Wednesday. Gutierrez-Reed is being tried for involuntary manslaughter and tampering with evidence after being accused of recklessly loading a live bullet into Alec Baldwin's gun on set, which caused the death of cinematographer Helena Hutchins. She was also accused of handling a bag of cocaine after the shooting, implying that she was impaired when it happened. Judge Mary Marlowe refused to dismiss the case due to the lack of prejudicial disclosure to the defense. Quote, "I find that communications are not materially prejudicial to the defendant," end quote, Marlowe stated, dismissing the defense's motion that the case was polluted. By pleading not guilty to these charges, Gutierrez-Reed faces up to 3 years behind bars if convicted.
The 2024 Met Gala theme and co-chairs have been announced. This year's theme is Garden Party, and celebrities will be dressed in pieces to show off the Garden of Time. The theme was inspired by J.G. Ballard's 1962 short story of the same title. The co-chairs for this year are Zendaya, Jennifer Lopez, Bad Bunny, and Chris Hemsworth. The announcement was made on Vogue's social media with a video of editor-in-chief Anna Wintour text messaging her co-chairs. The gala will take place at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in the Costume Institute exhibit of Sleeping Beauty's Reawakening Fashion on May 6th.
Marvel revealed their Fantastic Four cast in a Valentine post on Instagram on February 14th. It was revealed that Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Ebon Moss-Bachrach, and Stranger Things star Joseph Quinn will star in the movie. Pascal will play Reed Richards, Kirby will play Sue Storm, Moss-Bachrach will play Ben Grimm, and Quinn will play Johnny Storm. The new Fantastic Four reboot will introduce the team as an active presence in the multiverse of Marvel, setting the stage for crossover events in the future. It will fit in to kick off the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 6. The movie is being directed by Matt Shakman and hits theaters on July 25th, 2025.
The Bob Marley biopic, Bob Marley, One Love, has just been released to theaters, and here with her thoughts on the film is Grace Doyle.
Hey, hashtag. On Wednesday, Bob Marley, One Love premiered in theaters, and I'm here to give you the full recap. The film follows reggae singer Bob Marley during the height of his career in the mid-70s. After an assassination attempt on his life, he flees Jamaica to reside in England and make the most popular record of his career, Exodus. The film intercuts scenes of Marley's humble upbringing with his rise to superstardom, giving audiences a wide overview of the musician's life. Kingsley Ben-Adir embodies Bob Marley in the film. Not only does he imitate the singer perfectly through his voice and actions, but he encapsulates Marley's spirit and the legacy that he wanted to leave behind. Marley's son Ziggy, who produced the film, said, quote, "My father was a good human being. That's a legacy, really. It has nothing to do with the music. The music comes after the human being," end quote. Lashana Lynch is remarkable as Marley's wife, Rita. Lynch brings her all in this film and steals every single scene she's in. She, as well as Ben-Adir, portray their relationship realistically, as the film never shies away from their most challenging moments. The performances in One Love allowed the movie to stand out against other recent music biopics, such as Elvis and I Wanna Dance with Somebody, both released in 2022. Of course, you can't make a Bob Marley film without including his music. The music drives the film, with many key emotional moments having been accompanied by tracks like Redemption Song and No Woman No Cry. My personal favorite moments of the film were the retellings of the production on Exodus. The sequences which show Marley's conception of songs like Natural Mystic and the titular Exodus demonstrate his genius and once-in-a-generation talent. The film has outperformed its predicted box office success, grossing $27.7 million in its opening weekend alone. In a statement made Sunday, Ziggy Marley said, quote, "We thank people for embracing this film and in doing so, helping to highlight the message of One Love," end quote. As of February 14th, Bob Marley One Love is available in theaters worldwide. Don't go away. Hashtag that. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. It's here. It's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
The 22nd season of American Idol premiered last night, and here with what we can expect from this season is Olivia Gruber.
Hey hashtag, it's Olivia. There's been so much that has been happening on American Idol, so that's why I'm here to deliver these stories about judges and why they're leaving the show. American Idol is a reality singing competition which first aired on Fox in 2002 and quickly became one of the most watched shows in America. It has also helped launch so many celebrity careers like first ever champion Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood, Chris Daughtry, Jennifer Hudson, Adam Lambert, and so many more. The show has gone through 14 different judges over the years, ranging from Randy Jackson to Luke Bryan. Some, if not most of these judges had a one-season appearance on the hit show. The original panel of judges for the inaugural season consisted of Randy Jackson, Simon Cowell, and Paula Abdul. Randy Jackson holds the record for the longest judge to stay on the show from season 1 to season 12. Following Idol, Jackson toured with rock band Journey as their bassist. Simon Cowell is popular in the judging world as he judged the British version Pop Idol and the X Factor UK. After his time at Idol, he went on to launch the careers of bands such as One Direction and Fifth Harmony. He also served as a judge for America's Got Talent. Paula Abdul completed that inaugural trio panel of judges. She was known for her sweet remarks in contrast to Simon Cowell's very hard critiques. After Idol, Abdul continued her choreography career while appearing to judge on other hit shows. Most judges are leaving for better opportunities, like Katy Perry, who recently announced that she is leaving the judges' table after 7 seasons. This comes after an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live after being asked how much longer she plans on staying on the show. Perry said, quote, "I mean, I love Idol so much. It's connected me with like the heart of America, but I feel like I need to go out and feel that pulse to my own beat, if you know what I'm saying," end quote. She has also announced that she's performing at major music festival Rock in Rio in Brazil this upcoming September. That's all I have for you today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Taylor DeLisi is here for this week's hashtag What in the World. Take it away, Taylor.
Thanks, guys. The Unidos da Vida Duro Samba School has won Rio de Janeiro's hotly contested Carnival Parade competition with its tribute to black women. Vida Duro was the last samba school to parade in the 2-day contest held before Ash Wednesday. Vida Duro said it wanted to honor a cobra, which is considered sacred in some parts of the African country of Benin. The group also celebrated voodoo beliefs, said its artistic director. Drums were featured heavily as the group paraded through the Sambadrome, the venue which hosts the annual competition. Moving on, South Korean boy band ENHYPEN is releasing a remake of BTS's most iconic songs, I Need You. The band announced on February 16th that they will be reinterpreting the song in their own style, including a quiet acoustic version of the song, arranged by HYBE founder and producer Bang Si-hyuk. We chose this song because we want to show a new side of ourselves through a song and performance that has a sentimental vibe, explain the ENHYPEN members. We all love this song, so it's especially meaningful that we can express the story of our K-pop first love through this song. Finally, British Broadcasting Network ITV has released their first teaser for Celebrity Big Brother 2024. The teaser shows a number of people covering their faces attempting to avoid paparazzi, following with hosts AJ Adudu and Will Best saying they can run, but there's only one place they can't hide. ITV says that Celebrity Big Brother will return in March 2024, but no date has been confirmed. The celebrities will reside in the Big Brother house while they complete challenges, tough tasks, and nominations. That's it for this week's hashtag What in the World. Back to you guys at the desk.
Alex Kendall is here with what should you expect from the Haikyuu movie. Take it away, Alex.
What's up, hashtag? It's Alex. Last Friday, animation studio Production IG released the first of 2 movies, marking the beginning of the end for the Haikyuu franchise. Haikyuu tells the story of the short king Hinata Shoyo and his journey to the volleyball national championship. Along the way, he meets friends and rivals alike, and he learns the importance of working as a team and relying on other people. The hit manga created by Haruichi Furudate was serialized from 2012 to 2020 in Shueisha's Weekly Shonen Jump, and has sold over 60 million copies, putting it in the ranks of other popular shows such as Berserk, Seven Deadly Sins, and Tokyo Revengers. Fans of the franchise have been eagerly awaiting the announcement of the next season for 3 years, with the last season's release date being in 2020. However, many fans have mixed opinions after the official Haikyuu Twitter account announced the 2-part film adaptation in its place. Anime lovers were split into 2 parties. On one hand, there were concerns that with over 100 chapters left in the manga to adapt, that there would be issues in cutting the important content to fit within the span of a 90-minute movie, even with it being split into 2 parts. While other anime franchises have done the same, such as Attack on Titan, there is a large difference between animating a 2-hour movie from 10 chapters versus animating a 90-minute movie from 10 times that. Some even speculate that going the movie route was due to budget restrictions, especially with the way the 4th season of Haikyuu being delayed due to the pandemic in 2020. However, on the other hand, some fans are excited for the anime to be getting the movie treatment, meaning better quality animation. Despite the difficulties it faces, one thing is for certain. Fans can't wait to see the final parts of the series be animated. And with all these major franchises coming to an end, I can't help but get sentimental. But that's it from me. I'm Alex, and we'll be right back after this commercial break.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Drew, spot on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
We're back with this week's New York Minute, and here to fill us in on all the latest East Coast entertainment news is Zoe Metzel.
Thanks, guys. We're going straight to the Big Apple for our first story. This past Saturday, Broadway theaters honored the memory of a legendary actor, Chita Rivera. On Saturday night at exactly 7:45 p.m., the Committee of Theater Owners dimmed the lights of Broadway theaters in New York City for 1 minute in honor of her legacy. Rivera passed away January 30th in New York at the age of 91. Best known for her role of Anita in the original 1957 Broadway production of West Side Story, Cheetah is considered Broadway royalty. She had a beyond memorable career spanning almost 70 years, is considered one of the most nominated performers in Tony Award history, and was even awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom. She has paved the path for Puerto Rican and Hispanic actors, singers, and dancers to flourish in the industry for generations. Now that is a legacy that will be remembered. Katie and Rachel, what do you guys think of Broadway paying tribute to their biggest stars like this? Do we want to see more of this in the future?
Being able to recognize the past is definitely inspires a lot of other people to kind of go out and chase their dreams like Cheetah did in West Side Story.
I definitely agree, and them taking that 1 minute to kind of honor her memory clearly shows the impact she had, not only when she was on Broadway, but then, as Zoe said, with more Puerto Rican, Hispanic singers, dancers, actors coming in and wanting to flourish into this industry. What do you think, Zoe?
I totally agree. I think that she had a really major influence, and compared to movie or TV actors, I think that stage actors really don't get that much appreciation in comparison. So just the fact that she's been doing this since the 1950s really, tells a testament to the hard work that she put into the industry. Moving on, beloved hit Broadway show is coming to the big screen this fall with the release of the long-awaited Wicked. We got our first look at the film last Sunday during the Super Bowl when Universal Pictures premiered the very first trailer of the film. And from the looks of it, the anticipation the fans have been waiting so long for might really be worth the wait. Bringing the role of Elphaba to life is Grammy and Tony Award winner Cynthia Erivo, and portraying the role of Glinda is singer-songwriter Ariana Grande. In the trailer, we get a glimpse at Erivo's sensational green look, Grande in the iconic magic bubble, and the set design of the sensational land of Oz. The film hosts a star-studded cast, including Michelle Yeoh, Jonathan Bailey, and even Jeff Goldblum as the wonderful Wizard of Oz. With John Chu directing, I have high hopes for the film, but we've definitely been seeing a lot of movie musical adaptations recently. Are you guys sick of this genre, or do you like seeing these shows on the big screen?
Personally, I like seeing musicals on the screen because it just gives movies more personality. And recently we saw that Mean Girls, based off the Broadway musical, came to life on screen, and then Wonka did as well. And it's great to see singers like Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande in a musical movie. But I do think they should pull back just a little bit because we have lately gotten a lot of musical movies. But what about you?
I agree. It's definitely great to see people like beloved film actors portraying these loved Broadway characters such as Elphaba and Glinda and all the other ones that we've seen. And I honestly think that this is a new era of cinema, is adaptations of Broadway shows coming to the big screens. Definitely a type of new thing for a lot of people to see. What do you think, Zoe?
Yeah, you guys make some really good points. I think that I totally kind of understand like the controversy with it, and I think the reason that so many people have been so upset about these kinds of films is they want to see something more original, and I think that mostly just has to do with the quality, and it's probably not the best quality of movies coming out, but I think that I have really high hopes for Wicked coming out very soon. That's all the time we have left for New York Minute. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
I know what you're thinking. I need a job.
I need a new career.
Well, I've been there.
I've been there.
I've been there. I wasn't happy with what I was doing.
After high school, I didn't have a plan.
I just wanted to start working.
I got laid off twice, but you gotta keep going.
You just need the right skills. Find an apprenticeship.
I found a 2-year IT program.
I found a medical course online.
I'm now a consultant in the tech space.
You have more options than you think. You can do this.
You will find something.
You will find something new.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made home ownership happen. Homeschooling yourself on loans, beefing up your credit score.
So I'm pre-approved.
You were like, yes! Sorry. Color coding listings, ticking boxes, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. Home sweet home. You aced house hunting. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
Michael Katz-Flynn is here to discuss why he thinks the Sony Marvel films aren't working. Michael?
Hey hashtag, it's Michael. This weekend, Madam Web came out and had record low numbers for a Spider-Man movie, with only a 13% from critics on Rotten Tomatoes and 55% from audiences. Sony's attempt to expand the Spider-Man franchise beyond the friendly neighborhood has been met with a lot of challenges. While the MCU has seen unprecedented success with Spider-Man, Sony's standalone ventures featuring villains from Spidey's roster has struggled to gain traction. Despite possessing a rich catalog of characters and stories, Sony's Spider-Man universe seems unable to spin a cohesive web that captures audiences' interest. The universe kicked off on October 5th, 2018 with the first Venom movie. Despite only getting a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes, it was able to bring in $856 million at the global box office, which pushed Sony to want to make further plans for this franchise. One massive hurdle they have is not being able to feature Spider-Man himself in their Spidey villain universe. This is due to the very complicated rights Sony and Disney have between Spider-Man, which dictates which studio can use what characters. Without our main hero, Sony has been taking iconic villains and turning them into anti-heroes to try and fulfill this void, but has been met with mixed reception. A large criticism both Venom movies have had is that characters such as Venom and Carnage are more violent than others, and making the movie PG-13 instead of R is really restricting from living up to their full potential. Tom Hardy even said in an interview that his favorite 40 minutes of Venom had to be cut out so that they could maintain that PG-13 rating. It was not until Morbius' release in 2022 that Sony's universe really not working became apparent. While the film gained a massive cult following, it was purely out of how atrocious it was. The story was rushed, confusing, and clearly lacked proper direction. The pacing was inconsistent with a jumbled timeline and underdeveloped characters. No one thought anything could top Morbius in worst Spider-Man movie reviews, but as I mentioned previously, Madam Web currently holds the new record. The movie has been criticized for flat acting, dull dialogue, barely any actions, the suits teased in the trailer only being in there for less than 2 minutes, and a very anticlimactic ending. Insiders have also recently shed light on Sony's behavior in recruiting actors to join their universe by lying to them about joining the MCU, where there is no real connection in these movies. Reports say after Dakota Johnson and Sydney Sweeney signed on, the script was drastically changed, and the fact that Dakota dropped her PR team a week after the first trailer came out supports this claim. Sony has also come out and said that Madam Web is its own thing that doesn't connect to the Venoms or Morbius, which makes it more apparent that they have no real direction or plan for where they want to take the franchise. While Deadpool 3 is the only MCU movie planned to release in 2024, Sony has 2 more movies releasing, being Kraven the Hunter, which fans already cast doubts after seeing the trailer, and Venom 3, which will probably end any remaining interest in this universe. That's all I have. Back to you guys at the desk.
This week, Rachel and I are playing a game of Finish the Lyric 2010 pop version. Let's get started.
All right. Sun goes down, the stars come. Oh, that's
what is it? Oh, I'm glad you came. That's I'm glad you came.
Who's it by?
I don't remember who it's by.
No,
Oh, The Wanted.
The Wanted.
Okay.
I forgot about that song.
I forgot that they're a group. Honestly.
Okay.
Next song.
We're ready. So we back in the club, get our bodies rocking from side to
That's Usher.
Oh,
DJ
side to side.
Side.
Is that hands up? Is that the next one?
DJ Gospel, I'm in love again. Usher.
Hands up.
What is
Put our hands up. No control of my body. Well, let's see what it is.
I got the song right at least. I kind of forgot the rest of the lyrics.
Thank God the week is done. Usher's Super Bowl performance was amazing, honestly.
I loved it. I honestly loved it.
The skating and the outfits.
It was the glitter outfit for me. That's what sold it.
In combination with Alicia Keys, I love her. She's fantastic.
She was great. Ludacris was there. Loved it.
Definitely.
It was a vibe.
Next one. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy.
But
here's my number, so call me maybe. That song is so like 2010. Like when I think of 2010, that's exactly what I think of.
That is just 2010 in a nutshell.
Carly Rae Jepsen.
Iconic song.
She deserves the world, honestly.
She does.
She's so good. Okay, next. When the sun shines, we... Oh, Rihanna. Told you I'd be here forever. Oh my God. That reminds me of Rihanna's Super Bowl performance. That literally struck the internet.
She killed that performance. And she was pregnant. Honestly, Usher's or Rihanna's though?
Oh. I don't know. I got to go with Rihanna.
I'm gonna have to pick Rihanna as well. She just killed it.
And she was pregnant when she did
was
it too, didn't
pregnant?
she?
Yeah.
That was phenomenal. But Usher, props to Usher for their
Love Usher.
that.
It was such a great show, but I have to pick Rihanna.
I have to go with Rihanna for sure.
You
light me up inside like the 4th of July.
For whenever you're around, I always see
Oh,
you to smile.
Becky G, yeah.
That's Becky G. That is
See
an
the smile,
old
yep.
one. Oh my god.
That song, yeah.
I
That was a good
remember
one.
like 5th grade, and I
My little iPod.
the little
With the
I had a little
earbuds?
iPod too. Yes, that would always.
That
just
was
play.
that song.
That was always gonna be played.
Good one.
Maybe it's the way she walked. Straight into
Oh.
the heart. So One Direction, best song ever. Okay.
What are the
me,
lyrics?
Younger me, is straight to my heart and stole it.
Yep. What Direction?
I'm such a big Directioner. Like I have been since like I was like 7 years old.
I never got into it until later. I was like a teenager when that kind of was the era.
I wanted to go see them so bad.
Yeah, I heard lots of things about them getting together and all.
Like they need to get back together. Okay?
They do.
They need to.
That would
it's a must.
make everybody go absolutely crazy.
But
every time she asks me, do I look okay? I say, when I see your face,
it's not a thing that I would change. Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars. Good song.
Love Bruno.
Great song.
I
It's
wanna
kind
go
of like a mellow vibe.
I need to go see him in concert. Like I've seen videos. I've seen the videos. What was your favorite song, Rachel?
I have to go with Rihanna. Any song by Rihanna. I like Don't Stop the Music, all those ones, especially Umbrella. Good one to dance to.
That's a classic.
What about you?
I'm gonna have to go with One Direction. That was such a big thing for me when I was younger. Like best song ever was amazing. Story of My Life, No Control, Night Changes. Like just
And
they
honestly,
have so many good hits.
You can listen to them all now, and you'll still get the same feeling of nostalgia.
It's just the nostalgia, and it's just the best boy band in the world. Like hands down, broken so many records.
I like One Direction. I never got into it, like I said earlier, but now that they're kind of splitting up and becoming like individual artists, I kind of like. I love Harry Styles, love Liam, love Zayn, like all their separate songs.
I definitely need to. I'm definitely planning to go see Niall this summer.
Oh, right.
He's on tour.
He is on tour.
I'm definitely gonna go see him. Like that is a must do for me.
The 2010s was such a time.
It was such a good, like younger me. Like I remember my cousin like introduced them to me. She was like, "Have you heard of them?" And I was like, "No." And so she first played like What Makes You Beautiful and whatnot, and I immediately fell in love, especially with Harry with those like little curls he used to have.
Yep.
He was the first one I noticed, and then just I was hooked from then on, and I so badly want to see them in concert. I almost did.
That was the first song I think I
went.
heard from them was What Makes You Beautiful, and then
I feel like that was everyone's first.
It was
like,
such a big thing.
It's such a good song. What's a 2010 artist that you still support?
Lots of them.
There's like so many to choose from.
Honestly, 5 Seconds of Summer was a very underrated band.
I saw
Not
them.
gonna lie.
I saw them in live twice.
They're great.
They're amazing.
Selena Gomez had those hits back then, like what was that song?
When You're Ready, Come and Get It.
Yep, that one.
Love that. 5 Seconds of Summer live was just amazing. I got my dad hooked
Oh,
on the
good.
band because he took me twice with a friend and my cousin, and he was just like, they're a great band. Love seeing them live. I would go back.
Love their songs.
And
Love some. We Don't Go to Parties, Amnesia.
Yes, Selena's amazing. Like, I think this definitely like impacted the like music industry because they were so famous and people were like, I want to do what they do, and more artists came up and people started doing like kind of similar songs, and then even some of these artists too, like even like Taylor Swift, like in like 2010 she was still popular, and then she would kind of switch her genre. Like, and you would see artists do that over time just to kind of try and keep them relevant.
Yeah, and still when they're splitting off, they have their own genres. Like Harry Styles has his own genre that's different from Niall's, and it kind of shows that you could start anywhere. You could start like in a boy band and become this huge pop star, and it kind of inspires other people to go out and do it.
Taylor started in country.
Right.
She went to pop. I mean, she'll never go out of style.
She never will. That's very true.
She never will.
Love her.
Oh my God, I could talk about her for hours.
That's all we have this week on #that.
Make sure to follow us on our social media accounts to stay up to date.
I'm Rachel McKenna.
And I'm Katie Belukovich. From the producers, talent, and everyone working hard behind the scenes, thank you for watching #that, and we will see you again next week.